Hey everybody, welcome to the first episode review of iCarly, Season 1, Episode 1, I Start Over. So, Carly has a boyfriend, his name is Bo. Spencer has a nice apartment, it's the same apartment, but it's all richified up. She did iCarly with Sam a little while there, and then she went to Italy, and then she did a brief stint in college, but she realized she just really liked doing iCarly, so I guess she's a college dropout, I guess. And she thinks her boyfriend's gonna propose doing a channel together. I thought her boyfriend was gonna propose marriage, but because like she's like the same age I am right now, like 28, so I thought marriage, maybe not. Her boyfriend seems kind of sketch. She's like, oh, you went with me to podiatrist, and then that third, she even live streamed the whole thing. And it turns out she was live streaming the experience of doing challenge together, but it was really live streaming their breakup. So it's like, oh boy. And Spencer and Freddie were right there, and it was a hot mess. They had even made a and side so it could be Carly and Bo. So that did not turn out right. It's 1 month later. Carly is with her roommate, Harper. By the way, Harper has been getting a lot of flack on Instagram, but we'll get to that later. And Harper, I guess she used to be rich too, because, there was something going on with the economy with her family, and she works at Skybucks. I don't know if that's supposed to be Starbucks or somewhere else. And then we learned that Freddie has actually been married twice, and we see his stepdaughter, Millicent. Okay, and he adopted her, and he shares custody of her with his ex-wife, okay? And Millicent and Carly are kind of like, gonna be like different competing channels, and I'm proud of Spencer, sort of, like, he actually got his stuff together. Like, he was still making sculptures, but I guess he got rich off of one of his sculptures, so that is kind of cool to see. And Carly, actually, she was like, you know what? I'm only going to stay for this limited amount of time. She runs out the door, and she runs into somebody from camp. And his name is Luke from this camp. And she, the guy is like, so what does your dad do? And he's like in the Air Force. And then he asks, like, what does your mom do? And she was like, oh, anyway, so let's get back to my dad. Why did they never talk about her mom? Did her mom die or something? I mean, I was just always curious about that. Like, they never talk about her mom. And then Carly's all happy, and she's like, you know what, Luke, would you like to go back to my place and be all comfortable? And I was like, oh, the show's more adult now. So I was like, oh, what's going to happen? No, they're just sitting there on the couch watching something about criminal justice. I was like, damn it, Carly, come on. We could do something better than this. Come on. So, they're sitting there, and Carly's like, I wanted to win the breakup. So she got a picture of Luke up there and all this and this and that and the third. And she goes on a date with Luke, and Luke is over here making love to the water. He's like, like, can you stop doing that? And then, there's this wage place with some weird milk or something or other, and he's like gurgling the milk. He's like, okay, and we're done here. And that's what Carly pretty much said. And Harper and Spencer are talking about the sculpture, and Spencer really wants her approval of the sculpture, and she just not having it. Carly is basically saying that how she misses Sam, and how she really would like to do iCarly with Sam, but Sam is basically living her bliss, living her dream, and doing the thing with the biker gang. And she wants to go back to doing iCarly, but she is doing it on her own with Freddie by her side, her right-hand man as her producer. And they're all reminiscing about the old little skits that they used to do. And iCarly's all grown up, and Spencer's back at it with the baby Spencer thing. And Harper finally loves the sculpture because it had accidentally set on fire. She thought it was on purpose, but it was on accident. But yeah, this first episode was pretty good. I had kind of sensed some sadness from Miranda Cosgrove's end, because I know that they would have loved to have Jeanette McCurdy in this. But as we all know, and I know y'all gonna start some flack again, Jeanette McCurdy does not want to act anymore, which is why Harper is in the story. And I would like to learn some more about Harper's character. Like, I think it's nice to see characters like Harper and Millicent, and I can't wait